Hello everybody and welcome to the 5th episode of the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast. I'm Jackson Boyd, B1JQB.
And I'm Mike Ryan, BO1AX.
And we're it.
We're it. Then there were two. But first off,
we've got mail. So these are some more NUQK cards. They've already been opened and looked at. But I'll just show some of them here at random.
Oh, we forgot.
Oh yeah, cheers.
And then there were two.
More on that later. N3HUG. He looks to be a former sailor. That's his card there. Confirmed us 26th of February. And Mike was the operator for that one.
Nice.
So we opened these up last night. We got here at the cabin Thursday night. Obviously you're viewing this on Sunday, if all goes well. And we're operating the WPX contest. Again, more on that later. This is from Alpha 6 RF.
That's a nice call sign.
Operating his remote station in Jefferson, New York, USA.
That's very cool.
It's very cool.
I wish I had one.
Don't we all? Wouldn't that be something?
Just house it out here in the wilderness and, remote it from all over the city with your Flex apps and whatever, right?
K8PYD. Very simple card. I like that design. And this is the 25th, and Mike was the operator for that one. There's one I'm looking for. I love the card. Yeah, here it is. Delta Lima 2 Hotel Whiskey India. Look at that card. That's very, very colorful. It's all rainbowy and stuff. It says, CW is a fundamental thing of ham radio, consequently. Let your fingers talk. And that was...
Aaron must have done that one.
Yeah. 25th, CW. He's using a 1200, which is cool. Yeah.
Like the 1200.
Oh yeah, it's a nice radio.
Nice radio.
Maybe we'll do a review one day. And I'll take one more. This one here. Whiskey 3 Tango Juliet Whiskey from Hanover, York County, Pennsylvania. I was the operator for this one. 25th February, 14/2/20. There you go. If you'd like to get your cards in for VD1 NUQK, you can find us at Box 335, English Cove Road, Marysville, Newfoundland. A0A2 Zulu Oscar. Of course, all that can be found on our QRZ page as well. The VD1 NUQK.
Which we're hoping to make an annual thing.
Hoping.
It had awesome success.
Tremendous success.
We only got like 40 hours of steady operating through the whole month. And we've got just about 8,000 lookups.
Yeah.
130 odd confirmations.
Oh yeah, it's impressive.
We
got, what? All awards but the DXCC and World Continents.
Yeah. Friendship, and I don't know if we got the counties, but...
Yes. I think we did.
Counties?
Let me check.
So, that's about the... I know there hasn't been a whole lot of viewers of the cast, but that's about the thing that's really launched a good success was the NUQK operation.
Yeah, we did fantastic.
For that. So...
Yeah, we have 1,128 in the log. We got a U.S. Counties, Grid Squared, and World Radio Friendship Award. So, we got a few to go. Hopefully next year.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And confirmations?
I can check while we're here messing around with it. For the record, those of you who see me looking over this way, my computer screen got it. Well, I'll show you. So ugly it could be a modern art masterpiece, eh? So that's got a computer monitor over here we're using instead. That's my QRZ. NUQK has the following information. 1,128 QSOs, 316 confirmed so far, in 52 countries.
Nice, see?
It's pretty good.
In 40 hours of operation.
In 40 hours of operation. So yeah, we went places with that.
Halfway to our DXCC.
Yeah. Can't complain, but
Nope.
now, you're probably wondering why there's 2 of us, not 3 of us, and where Aaron is. He decided that it would be a good idea to go to Halifax.
VE1 land.
VE1 land. So he decided to leave, Monday?
Yeah, Monday morning at 4:30 a.m. He sends out a Facebook group message like, boys, I'm boarding the plane.
Let you know when I'm in Halifax, right? So he arrived safe and sound, obviously, or this would be a much different episode. He arrived safe. He's got leads for work. He's got a place. He's doing well. All his gear's up on the market. So if you're interested, let one of us know.
Yeah, like his personal gear is a 7200, and he's got an amplifier, and he's got some stuff.
Yeah, he's got some good gear.
Got some good gear. We're hoping that the next cast we do, we might be able to link him in via video somehow.
Yes, that's the plan.
That's the plan. We're at the cabin for this episode, so we're limited on our Wi-Fi, and
unfortunately, times didn't line. He has an interview today, so he couldn't really call in anyway.
Call in, but
so I can try and raise him at some point, or Mike on your phone, maybe we can call him and see if he's interested in describing a bit about his situation.
No.
Yeah,
we'll bring him in next time.
Yeah, we'll bring him in
because we got to tidy it up. We got to mess around with it, and
yeah, true.
I'd like to get him so that the viewers can actually see him on the screen.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's a way to work, but we'll get there.
Like the big boys do, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they do it. We can do it.
Why not? So yeah, that's where he is.
Yeah, so that's where he is,
and that kind of
he kind of left us scrambling for a call sign for this contest. So we had to use my call, the L1AX, because Aaron is the main holder of Golf Radio Charlie, and he's not here, so we
can't use his call sign.
We're not allowed to use it.
But that's all you can do.
So kudos to Jackson. He's going to get me my DXCC the weekend. I'm at 93% as of Thursday night. Yesterday. Yeah. So far, I definitely have 2 more that... Right, Cape Verde, Bosnia Herzegovina.
Yeah.
If they confirm, I'll be at 95%.
Mm.
And if we get a couple of Caribbean entities this weekend, I'll be there. And JQB will be the guy to probably deliver the DXCC.
Mm-hmm.
Won't that be a treat for the local ham community? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, you've sunk to a new low, Michael.
Getting other people to do your dirty work.
Getting other people to do your dirty work for you, filling up your DXCC. Yeah. Hey, I got 93% on my own.
That's right. But
I only need 7% help.
Yeah. For the next contest, we'll use my call sign because I've only got 112 in my logbook total. And I've only got I don't even have my World of Friendship award. That tells you, how much HF I do besides here. So next contest we do or whatever, it'll be his turn to step up
a little bit, to shovel up some contacts.
Oh yeah. But I'm sure you're wondering where we plan to take the podcast from here since Aaron isn't here. Well, Mike touched on it there a minute ago. We're going to teleconference him in. How we do that, we'll have to experiment with. Might have him on a background monitor here. Buy an AI robot or call him in through Skype or something like that.
Does anybody have a hologram generator from Star Trek? I mean, that would be...
Yeah, if you got any sort of hologram technology, just shoot us a message. We'll give you some.
Yeah, and then, we'll pay you royalties for it.
Oh,
and then we can, you generate a hologram, it'll be the Haminator standing behind us.
Yep. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of news, one more pressing than the other, of course. Let me put on my glasses so I can see the screen over here.
What? You wear glasses?
Believe it or not.
I thought I was the only one who was blind.
No, all 3 of us are blind. Somewhat deaf.
All 3 of us got something wrong with us, too, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
3 misfits.
Yeah. You've got your eyes, I've got my knees, and Aaron's got everything.
Yeah.
He's got his mind. But, so those of you around Pennsylvania or in the surrounding area, pay attention. Somebody named Carl, KA3 Romeo Charlie Sierra. Turns out he went missing. His car was found last week around Middle Creek. And this is, pretty important.
Yeah.
Link in the QRZ page, of course. There was a massive search effort for it, but unfortunately they couldn't find him, and he's been listed as missing, endangered. So
Again, that's Carl, KA3, Kilo Alpha 3, Radio Charlie Sierra.
yes.
Pennsylvania native.
Anybody with information, you can contact NLCRPD, some sort of police department, at 717-733-0965. Again, all this information will be posted in the description below, so you can take a look at that and do a bit of reading for yourself. There's an article posted on QRZ I will link to.
Yeah, so
Kind of tragic, but
tragic. Hope nothing's.
hope nothing actually happened. Hopefully, it's just a case of got turned around in the woods.
Yeah. He didn't go through one of these portholes and geodesic folds, which I'm convinced exist when people go missing and they see maybe some of the UFO sightings that we've seen over the years just might be phenomena
Maybe.
like that, geodesic folds or portholes, because we don't have. By the way, we got on this chat the other day. Because how do we really know what a terminus of a wormhole looks like, or a neutrino cloud, or something that might tear the hole in the fabric of space-time, right?
Anybody remember the stairs in the woods?
The stairs in the woods?
I'll tell you about that later.
Okay, I don't think I remember that one.
I might as well tell you now. There was an article posted somewhere about somebody finding this. He was a search and rescue officer or whatever. I don't know if they're true stories or not, but when I listened to my stuff online, that's what came up. It was a 3-hour-long series on it, basically. And it was basically a search and rescue operator goes through the woods and he tells some of the weird stuff he's seen and creepy stuff he's seen, and he comes across these stairs in the woods, and the supervisors won't tell him anything on it. Anyway, long story short, digs deeper. It turns out these stairs in the woods are some sort of paranormal thing, and if you walk up them, something bad will happen. Some guy walked up and had his hand chopped off, and another guy walked up and he was fine, but as soon as he stepped off the stairs, all his organs exploded, the usual stuff.
Nice. I thought they were like they didn't know where they led. They just went to nowhere. If they went down them, they were like disappeared.
Oh, they lead upwards, most of them, and some of them are upside down, but it's a funny little thing. Who knows if they're real? There's photos online, apparently, but hey, who knows? It's like everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So the next bit of news, off the tangent now from KA3RCS. Sorry about that. That's a serious thing.
It's a pretty serious matter.
But
someone goes missing, the Ham or anybody goes missing for that matter.
It's not good, but sometimes it's helpful to have a little bit of put a little bit of a sense of humor on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But on another note for news, the Smithsonian Institute is doing their...
So the Smithsonian Institute, November 3, Sierra, India, is returning to the air, for those interested. The historic call sign is being reactivated under the Smithsonian Institution Amateur Radio Group, or SIARG. SIARG? Maybe? I don't know.
SIARG?
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds better. SIARG. It's like cyborg.
Yeah.
Except cyborg, I think, is spelled with a C.
Yes.
But
that's, yeah.
Great.
So they do not have a physical location. They are not open for guest operation as in the past, but this is the start to amateur radio slowly coming back to the Smithsonian. They expect to begin operating holiday style starting in April. They'll be mobile and portable from several districts of Columbia, Virginia, Maryland, and all bands and modes. And they hope to be include in all. They hope to be in all contests, including Rookie Roundup and the ARRL June VHF contest, Field Day, and many more. So yeah,
another entity to add to the list.
Yeah, for sure. Another sort of special event call sign, except it's long term. It's not special event. It's just a special call sign operating from the Smithsonian's. It's like operating from V1AA Cabot Tower.
Yeah.
One of those cool things.
I wonder if our rooms complex in St. John's would be open to
Maybe.
an amateur radio group.
They have amateur radio gear in there.
They have lots of amateur radio gear, and even though I'm probably more qualified than most that tend to this gear, my wife took me down there one day to go through and see what this 10-story government monstrosity of taxpayers' money was all about.
Yeah.
And, so she's seen some stuff in glass cases. It's all in glass cases, all of,
For obvious reasons.
And even the big exhibits of, art, just metal mashed together, which is supposed to be art, is like behind ropes.
Yeah.
And, you can't touch it. And all it is beer cans. There's this one piece that's beer cans put together in a geometric shape. And it's like, 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. It's just somewhat cubical shape.
Yeah.
And it's all flattened beer cans. But
it's art.
It's art, and I was not allowed to go beyond the rope to touch it.
Nope.
And like the ham radio gear, we even had someone call up to the management and ask for special permission because, the missus at the time, the guide, was like, yeah, we have a ham radio operator in our group, and he would like to, and he's sighted impaired, and he would like to touch this deceased operator's gear, because I knew the guy, knew of him. I never met him personally, but I knew of him, and down through the years when you swap sea stories with your club mates. And of course, so this guy gets on this two-way radio, and I'm probably more qualified than he was to operate that radio.
100%.
And he's like, that's a negatory. So
it's a negatory.
Negatory. Right, so what is it? Johnny Cash's One Piece at a Time? That's a negatory.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not a big favorite of the rooms and how they get, but I mean, if the Smithsonian is doing this ham radio activity, there is not a lot of that here in Newfoundland. Like, I mean, the main club in St. John's does operate Cabot Tower, Victor Oscar 1 Alpha Alpha, if anybody's ever worked them.
You guys saw a video on my channel of me doing PSK from there with Aaron.
Right. So,
this summer.
And they do a little field day op, and they do like Marconi Day and Titanic and things like that. But, that's pretty much it. There isn't like a lot of museums in Newfoundland that do ham radio stuff, and they may have lots of gear. Like, they may have a connection to ham radio, period.
Mm-hmm.
God knows Newfoundland does with Marconi, and we should be doing more of it, but we're not. And so, maybe thanks to the Smith, I mean, we might see if we can't do something with the rooms. I think that would be nice for us to have a permanent home our own self, a club room where we could get away and have a neutral shack, because this is my personal shack that we're using.
Yeah, it'd be nice for us to get our contesting group together in a
neutral,
specific spot.
Yeah. Neutral call sign that a club member with an advanced qualification in Canada can sign off on.
Mm-hmm.
And, but that's another bowl of soup for another day, I guess.
Yes.
But, so kudos to the Smith for putting that back on the air, and
mm-hmm.
hopefully we'll work you. Hopefully we'll hit you down the log, and you'll get one of us
one of these days.
And so
mm-hmm.
Anything else?
WPX. Yes. So, like we said, we came out here Thursday evening, messed around a bit, and just kind of had a good time, checked the gear. Friday morning, we didn't do a whole lot except run down to Mike's father's place and do a bit of preparations for something we're planning. Won't get into too much detail.
No.
But there's something going on.
I'm busting a gut to tell. But
oh, man, I'm dying. But we can't do it yet.
But we can't divulge it.
Everything's right there about it. It's just out of your view. But,
right.
Oh, man.
Right.
But either way, where Aaron's gone, I bought his antenna mast. And all I got to do is pick it up. And I got the coax and the choke and all the hardware and everything for free, basically. He just had me pay the price to the aluminum tent poles he used, basically. And we're going to take that, use that as our antenna mast for this thing.
That we're doing.
Let me know if I go into classified territory here at any point.
You can call it thing.
Thing, yeah. So, anyway, we're going to use this mast, and where it's aluminum, we can't put it on the ground. The antenna itself is aluminum tent poles, basically. Army surplus. So what we'll do is we'll get we got outside there, a stake that goes into the ground. We'll sharpen off the point of it, and that'll drive into the ground like that. And then the mast will kind of slap onto it like that. We'll bolt it in or whatever we have to do. And we got a few 2x4s. We're going to drill a hole through and put a point on them.
And tie a wire loop on them.
Yeah.
Tie the guy ropes on them. Now, I don't know why we didn't think that.
Yeah, we were thinking we were going to go get like a big piece of rebar, cut it off.
Hammer it into shape.
Yeah, we were going to like bend it down with a forge or something like that, heat it up to that
point. 6
point.
hours at it.
Waste our time, sweat over nutting when, hell, we could have just used a stick.
Dad is like, why don't you just get a bit of wood and sharpen off some pegs and drill a hole through it and tie a wire eye on the top of it for your ropes?
Yeah, why don't we do that? Right?
Why not?
Yeah.
So that's what we did. And we cut those pieces, and we're going to take them back to St. John's with us because Jackson has the tools to work on them. And he's going to he's going to sharpen the pegs in the stake. And
hopefully pull some of the nails out.
Yeah, because the wood came from an old torn down house. There's probably the stake we're going to use is probably 100+ years old.
Oh, probably.
Right, and it's still as solid as
solid. Was no rot, only the end.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good. It's good quality.
Good, right?
Happy we found that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And we're probably going to end up keeping this stuff then, right?
Oh, definitely.
If it's sharpened and cleaned up and. It'll be part of our go kit to quick deploy the antenna.
Yeah, we're planning on a few more things throughout the time. One of those things being IOTA, and if that's classified, I'll bleep it out.
No,
okay. Well, we're planning to do IOTA at some point, whether that be Fergus Island bound, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can use the antenna for that then, because all we'll have to do is take it out of my shack, undo 2 bolts, let her fall, undo the guys, coil them up, take the sections in 12-foot lengths or whatever, throw them on our backs and go, really. It's not that heavy of a system.
And that'll be a cast episode too, when we actually bring, because when we're getting ready for our event in June.
That's going to be a full-on episode.
Yeah, we're going to do a full run-up with the gear.
Yeah.
And so we'll be, testing that out.
You'll hear more on that as time goes on.
Progresses, so.
If we can hold ourselves back.
No, we will.
Yeah. I'm itching to spill the news because I know people are going to love it. And it's something that isn't done here very often, so.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, back on to WPX.
Yeah, after that tangent.
Yeah, so Friday afternoon, what did we cook up Friday afternoon? We cooked up burgers or something like that.
Yeah, I did some barbecue and burgers. It's the weather's getting nice here now. It's like 4 or 5 degrees. A bit cloudy today, but spring.
It's 7 degrees right now.
Okay, 7 degrees. Yeah,
and
the station.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
And I may have just ruined my light, but whatever.
I'll just get up and fix the curtain.
Yeah.
I'll keep jamming. But
7 degrees and cloudy.
So it's coming after a cold winter. It was a cold winter.
It was. We had a good few cold snaps.
So hopefully we'll have a good summer.
Good enough.
So we did some barbecue. What this has to do with radio, I don't know. But
lead up to WPX.
It's all part of the weekend. So we did that, and we got made sure all the gear was ran up properly.
Yeah.
Log system created properly with the N1MM log. Making sure it was tracking with the rig, because we're not on internet all the time here.
No.
We turn on our hotspots and like that, and then we turn them off when they're not needed. So most times, if you're using a smartphone's hotspot with a computer and you're logging, if you don't have a lot of data, it'll burn real fast.
Oh yeah.
When it's looking up QRZ lookups and things. So. And I found that if the software doesn't have, no matter what software it is, if the software doesn't have that little secured link to the internet, it can get buggy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
because the internet connection out here is always 1 bar.
Yeah.
1 or 2 bars.
Mm-hmm.
And
when we have it.
When we have it, yeah. It's not always there.
Yeah.
So, trying to get a permanent connection and the cutting in and out really messes with stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we made sure everything was, running full tilt,
bore,
smoothly.
After that, we ran a bit of FT8.
Did a bit of FT8. I'm actually, and it's a shame to say, but I'm firmly now I don't know, what would you call me, Darth Ryanus? Like from the dark side. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
He's gone to the dark side.
I've gone to the dark side.
And
right?
so have I. Because let me tell you something now. Yesterday, we were sitting down at the gear. We were operating a bit of FT8. And I don't know if Aaron called us or we called Aaron. But
we called him.
Yeah, we had a good rag chew with him. Found out a lot of what he was at, what his plans were, and stuff like that. In the process, we're logging contacts. And
yeah.
A lot of people will say it's not amateur radio. But if you want to stress test your gear, FT8's the way to do it.
Yeah.
15 seconds on, 15 seconds off.
And it's good propagation, right?
It is. It's a good way to test propagation.
And it's really good as a restricted, low-powered antenna service.
Yes.
I mean...
Hell, with 50 watts, you can work the world on FT8. Yeah. So...
Apparently, we worked Japan on 30 meters during NUQK.
Yeah, it's not in the logbooks.
It's not in our log.
We got a card for it.
We got an EQSL card. So somebody worked us.
Yeah, somebody worked us, but did we work them?
Right. And I don't know how that works. It's not in my log.
No. It's not in NUQK's log anywhere.
Right. So
we searched. Trust me.
We searched. So anyway, that was 5:30 in the afternoon, apparently, on 30 meters on February 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've worked Japan here on 40 meters in the morning. I've worked VKs in the morning. I've never gotten a Japan station in the afternoon. So FT8 is great. It really is. Yeah. You're not talking, of course. You're not, but I mean, I guess you could talk with macros if you wanted to send different data.
Yeah.
I can't do too much of it because I can't see it, and it's waterfalls and graphics. So
you can only really call CQ.
Yeah, and I have to wait for the computer to tell me, do you want to log the following QSO, and it spits out all the information, and then gives me the call sign, and I press enter on it. So I mean, I'm still, at the end of the day, it says, I get Delta Kilo to XYZ, and I'm like, press enter.
Yep.
Right?
So there is some human input.
I'm liking it. I'm liking FT8.
It's a good way to test propagation too, because if you have, I don't know, VO1 whoever, or that's a bad example. Say you have K3 whoever, and they're on 40 meters and they're calling FT8, and you get a good decode from them. Well, propagation's good to there. Yeah. You get a Gulf 0, good decode to there or whatever. It's a great way to tell your decodes, or give you good propagation estimates.
Yeah.
Where you're hearing and who you're talking to and stuff, because you can see the signal strength of everybody on the bit, on that frequency, on that FT8
Apparently this
window.
Japanese station gave us a -8. I don't know if that's a great report. I don't know how it works yet.
I think so. I think that's a good report. I think the higher you go in number, the better the report is.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
So, I've gotten -16s from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Right? So,
We're still amateurs.
Yeah.
At FT8, but we're learning.
And that was low power pretty much too, because 30 meters only has 200 watt restriction.
Yeah.
So, I was probably running about 150, 175 with that. So yeah. So that's what we've been doing, and we've been playing. We started with WPX 9:30 last night.
Yeah.
Well, Friday night. You'll be viewing this Sunday.
Yep, you'll be viewing this Sunday if I get home and get
in
it
time enough to get it up.
Everything like that.
We stopped in time for some lunch, breakfast, lunch.
All that stuff today.
And we
had a visit from a friend of ours.
Had a visit, and so we're at 222 contacts in the log. 222.
I think so.
And there will be, so we're at 222. Here's a little bit of an edit blurb that you will have to do. You will have clips.
Yeah, right here.
Guys, current time is the 30th. It's Saturday, 15:35 local. We had quite the extended break there because, we had something to eat, and then our buddy came over, and then we cleaned up, and then we had a podcast, and then I had a phone call. So Mike's on the radio now. 228 contacts.
227. Next one is 228, I think.
Yeah, okay. Something like that. I don't know. But, unless there's a duplicate in there somewhere. Probably is. But 159,000 points, the preliminary results. And we've still got a whole nother day left yet. We're here another 24 hours. We're expecting around 400 contacts maybe.
Hopefully, yeah.
And we'd be satisfied with that because we're not really trying in this contest.
Oscar 1, America X-Ray. Well, it's not here in North America yet. Victor Oscar 1, America X-Ray. Victor Ocean 1, America X-Ray. Victor Oscar 1, America X-Ray. Victor Ocean 1, America X-Ray. Victor Ocean 1, America X-Ray. Okay, thank you very much. Victor Ocean 1, America X-Ray. Victor Ocean 1, America X-Ray. 59331, 331. Roger? Roger, Roger. 331, 331, 331, okay? 331, 331, 331, Roger? QSL the 571, and thank you very much for the contact. Good luck. Woo! Right, yeah.
And that's all I have for WPX because I'm not straining myself making a big video over it. There's enough stuff to do this weekend anyway with preparations for event and WPX and the podcast, which I have to edit after this to make sure it goes up on time for Sunday because that's how much I care. That's how much I care about you guys. I want to have a consistent upload schedule. So those who are tuning in on Sunday aren't going to be disappointed.
Yeah, that's right.
So you guys will see
if we're
that
making
Sunday.
their Sunday. I hope we are.
Yeah.
It's the podcast.
Yeah.
I hope there's
podcast is up. Yay.
I hope there's a few of you that do that.
Yeah, me too. Out of the 63 or so subscribers I have, I hope at least 2 of you
right?
at least
Look
get some
forward to
thrill, right?
Yeah.
Because, and in the end,
We enjoy doing it though. It's a bit of fun.
we enjoy
Yeah.
doing it. In the end, I mean, it's one podcast in a million, but if we can be that one podcast in a million who satisfies some viewers, it feels good.
But how does it all start? Right? You just go.
Yeah.
And, even the major ham radio podcasts around the world, and particular in the U.S. where they're more prominent, I think. Like if you went back and seen episode 5 of a show that now has like 10 years, a 10-year run.
Yeah. Everybody starts from somewhere.
I'm sure that wasn't, looking back, they might even cringe to,
Yeah.
oh, I can't believe we said that. I can't believe we did this.
Yeah.
God, our audio was terrible. How did we do it?
Yeah.
So, but
and in 5 or 6 years, we'll look back on this on episode 100 and be like, oh, God.
yeah. Like
Let's not do that again.
No. Right. Hopefully episode 100 will be a full-on YouTube live event.
Yes. Maybe even episode 50, because that's coming up in 45 episodes.
in what, 90 more weeks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that right?
I don't know.
No. Every 2 weeks we do, right? Pretty much.
Yes, every 2 weeks.
So that would be like 22 and a half weeks.
Yeah. See you guys in a year for episode 50.
Right? 22 and a half weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even do a full-on live event. Get your going, make contacts.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah, live GRC contesting group podcast on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
we're kicking out WPX. Gonna crack that out this weekend, and then we really don't have much coming up till event.
Till event.
When event comes, we'll obviously do event.
Yeah, event.
Hopefully Aaron is going to get down here for event.
For event.
He says he's going to start putting money away because this event is going to cost a bit of money for us all to do. So the more people we have, the more we can split costs. The more people we have, the more people we can split the costs with, and the better the event will be for all of us because we'll have a little more money to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But and then after that will be IOTA.
Hopefully IOTA. I don't know if that's going to be a definite thing. We're going to try, but...
Yeah. No guarantees.
No, because you've asked for a deployment.
I have. I'm looking to go to Halifax or BC at some point within the next coming few months. Get me out of Walmart. No offense to the crew. I love the crew where I work, but management, the way they do things, isn't necessarily the best in my opinion. Now that is my opinion, and everybody's opinion differs. Just figure out, put that in there. But I'm hoping to possibly go to Halifax. That way I'll get to see Aaron, and Mike, you said you might be up there in August as well.
We're coming in August, hopefully, for a holiday, so...
So we'll come to you live from Herc.
Maybe we'll come, maybe we'll...
Yep.
That'd be a good one. Maybe we can show up to a Herc meeting and ask permission in the meantime, and before we get there, say, look, we're this group of guys from the Rock, and can we? And it'd be like, no.
Yeah.
We don't want Newfoundlanders here.
That's all right. I'll bring you guys to my my sweet room in Tribute Tower on CFB Halifax. Get you guys in, get you guys up there, 8th floor life, looking out over the water. Get you guys...
Boring.
Maybe so. It is a base after all. But that's somewhere we could record.
Yeah.
And if all else fails and we're all in different places at different times, we will do the Skype.
Here's the technology.
There is
Thanks
technology.
to the internet. Right? All this
the internet isn't just for that, and you know what I'm talking about.
Video conferencing.
Yeah. And we have a program in mind that we could use. It's free. Gives us 45 minutes of episode time before we gotta, reset it.
Yeah.
Which is fine because our episodes usually aren't that long anyway. This episode hasn't been very long.
No.
So, yeah.
But, I mean, maybe that's one of the things we got to test out. So, like, if you get a 45-minute meeting, if you got 3 guys or 3 people, can one guy host a meeting for 45 minutes and at minute 42 drop the meeting, someone else pick it up and have another 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to go 135 minutes for a podcast. But
No, I don't think so either. I'm going to try and keep them within the 45 minutes to
But
an
if it's
hour
45 minutes to an hour, I mean, maybe we can drop one connection, grab another one, and
Yeah.
and so on.
Something to experiment with.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, that's really all we have for this episode.
I got one more thing, if
Okay,
anybody
go
can
ahead.
help.
Maybe.
Yaesu has still not released the SCU-40 connection kit for the FTM 100/400 series or FT2DR of Wires X Fusion Radio here in Canada.
Yes, that's right.
I wrote to Radio World last week, and there's no timeline on when they're coming.
Go figure.
So, anyway, I'm kind of debating rather to just not bother. Stick with the SCU20 cable that comes with those rigs, which I have, and just spring for the extra bucks for the HT.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I'd have a personal node set up in the house. I could operate it with the with the HT around the city, and so on. So, an $80 US with the taxes and exchange and everything else is almost double.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate, but that's it.
Yeah. So what happens is, the WiresX Systems has, right as of last I checked, 5 digital-only rooms. So that means analogs can't key and whatever.
Yeah.
Now, if we just stick with the SCU20 setup, you can still talk on all the rooms, just digitally. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just digitals. The digitals can talk, but the analogs can't because they need this SCU40.
Mm-hmm.
However, this to me seems like an oxymoron. If most of the WiresX capable radios are digital anyway, if they switch their radios to digital mode in the room, won't they decode what the digital onlys are talking about? So, I don't know if anybody has a comment.
Yeah, feel free to drop your comments.
Drop a comment. I just don't really see the need for an SCU40, and I don't know why they're taking so long to get to Canada.
Same thing with everything, Mike, because it's Canada, and we're slow.
Well,
everybody's slow to get stuff up to Canada.
Everybody's buying these up, though, across the border.
Oh, yeah.
And a couple of guys on the Facebook group that I subscribe to, the Acer System Fusion group, they got them at HRO Atlanta. Got them at Gigaparts. And why they're not in Canada is beyond me. Now, the last price check that I got from the Canadian vendor, they were going to be $80 Canadian.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. But if they're $80 US, I'm not sure if the AG was going to want to let them go for $80 Canadian.
Yeah. Probably not.
But anyway, that's where I'm at. And I'm probably in about a month's time going to make my decision. And just spring for the $209 HT.
So if you got any opinions, comments, or questions on that, feel free to drop them below.
Drop them.
We'll answer them in the next podcast.
Yeah, somebody, send us a mail, man.
Yeah.
Put some comments in on both our YouTubes. If you see it, whichever channel you subscribe to or stumble across.
Yeah.
Hit us up on QRZ.com and you can even... Aaron's still waiting on a piece of mail.
Aaron's still waiting on his
letter.
You send us something, make sure he gets it.
So someone can send us a letter addressed to Aaron.
Yeah.
VO1FOX. We'll get it along to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just wants a
letter, man.
Wants a letter.
Yeah.
So
let's close this out.
Maybe address it to all of us and just say,
we'll read it out.
Good work with the podcast. Keep it up or something.
Yeah. It only costs like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But, you can find me on QRZ, VO1JQB. You can also find me on YouTube, VO1. I was just about to say Aaron's call sign there, and then I was about to say AA for some reason.
Yeah.
You can find me on YouTube, VO1JQB, obviously. That's the channel you're more than likely doing this on. Mike?
Same thing. You can hit me up on QRZ under my call sign, VO1AX. YouTube channel, the same thing. It's VO1AX, lowercase. And you can search me on Facebook as well. I'm there.
If you're really desperate.
If you're really desperate. You really need to get a hold of me.
Some ungodly reason.
Right? Facebook is your only resort.
Yeah.
I'm even on Twitter.
Are you? Oh yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yes. So I'm on Twitter, Ham Radio Guy 2001.
Cheesy.
So I just ended everything there, right? Oh, so you're the guy commenting on the Washington Nationals and Edmonton Oilers sports talk. Oh, okay. So you're the guy picking on the youngsters all the time.
And I guess we'll do Aaron's here. You can find me on QRZ, and that's about it. And send me some mail.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah, you can click here for the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast playlist. You can click here for subscribing to my channel. You can click here for VO1X's channel. And that's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. I'm VO1JQB.
And I'm Mike, VO1AX. And yeah, keep watching. We'll keep bringing them to you.
And we'll talk to you later. 7-3, guys.
7-3, guys.